Hi guys, so as promised, let's say like I said, I'd like to maybe cover let's say like some Xing Chuan, let's say like witchy this weekend. So the previous video that I would have uploaded for you would have shown you let's say the kind of the static let's say kind of let's say postures let's say so what I'm hoping to do let's say in this video is just to show you some of the moving let's say posture material from the Xing Chuan. So hopefully I'm just going to be able to cover let's say maybe P-tron, Beng-tron and Xuan-tron, because of the actual space Hung-tron and Pao-tron require a little bit more space to move around, but these are kind of the basics and the fundamentals to actually get you kind of started off. And if I was being honest about it, the kind of the animal standing postures, holding a Santi-shir, which is the Trinity posture, or the three harmonies the posture. It's probably the most important thing to actually concentrate on, because this is really building up let's say the force, or your internal let's say energy. You can practice these forms let's say both in a martial and more so for a kind of a qigong let's say, or let's say neigong let's say aspect, where you're kind of focusing on deep kind of relaxation in your body, and also kind of getting the fascia and the muscles the sinews and tendons all moving nicely and smoothly starting off. But I will show you let's say the kind of the martial let's say kind of intent behind it. So the starting let's say posture let's say here Uji, you're basically just maybe a fist apart between let's say your legs, and you're basically just nice and relaxed. Your knees are slightly bent, your hands are just out let's say in front of let's say your stomach, the belly area here, the dantian, and you just hold that position let's say just for a couple of seconds, maybe 30 seconds. Now from here let's say you draw in to here, and now let's say from here let's say you're kind of slowly let's say dropping your weight down. The palms are kind of let's say coming out, facing out this way, and you fill out the lower back. The knees bend from here. Okay, now you're rising up. As you're rising up slowly, your knees are coming up, hands are coming out, up once again to the hands above the crown of the head. Now from here once again you're basically dropping your weight, bending your knees, coming down slowly down to your dantian, and basically your hands let's say form let's say two fists from here let's say just above let's say your dantian or your navel. From here let's say there's a turn of the waist, and from here let's say the next move let's say is drilling. So you're turning your waist, and what happens is the top of let's say your thumb let's say draws up along let's say your center line, coming up underneath your chin, coming out. Your right leg turns out to the side slightly, and basically you're pressing down with this hand and then coming forward. And so this is a Trinity posture. Okay, so if I was doing it from the side, it would be so a little bit more. So here, lifting up, crown of the head, pushing down. Here, now from here, let's say you're turning let's say your waist. Your hand draws up along your center, coming up underneath your chin, and from here, facing forward, hand comes out, Santi-shir. Okay, so with this posture, okay, just to kind of show you from the kind of the ground. Okay, so from here, when you are let's say coming out, let's say from here, you've drilled up, this leg turns out slightly to the right, the hand presses down and the other hand comes forward here. So if I'm kind of showing that once again, just a little bit with a better angle. So here, drilling out, foot turns out slightly, and here. Now what you want to be focusing on is the relaxation, let's say, of the thighs, the qua, which is the kind of the hips. Now this area is referred to like as the dung, which is basically, imagine, let's say this is forming a bridge between two of your legs. So here, nice and relaxed, you hold this posture. Right hand is in front of the dantian. Left hand is facing out, and you want, let's say, like this lion's mouth, let's say, like a posture, let's say tiger's mouth, like a posture with your hand. So nice and relaxed, you're steady, you're ready to move. Now most of the weight should be on like the back leg, because this is what's going to allow you, let's say, like to spring forward really quickly, to kind of intercept or like to do any of, let's say, like the motions. But really, like holding this particular posture as a standing posture, it's so important. Some of the great Xing teachers like would have held or done this posture for over, let's say, like 100 days or maybe like 2 years to really build up their actual strength and skill with this posture, because from everything comes from here. All of it, all the kind of the powerful like quick movements, the snappy striking, like it all comes like from this kind of, you're almost like on a starting block waiting to go forward like with Xing Yi. Even let's say when Xing Yi is like retreating, it's still attacking. So the footwork, really getting comfortable like with this particular stance, feeling the kind of the weight like a distribution. It should be roughly about, let's say, like 60-40 like in the front, so 60% in the back, 40 in the front. Hands are relaxed, chest relaxed, body rounded, arms rounded, elbows like going, shoulders like go in line, and you're protecting like your center line in this particular position as well. So you're protecting all the vital organs like go along like this line, and you're ready like to move forward. So just kind of like covering, let's say, like some of the actual like the actual like fist forms. So like the first one, let's say, like peach one. Okay, so let's say if I'm in Santi-shur, like go from here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I close my hands, roll back, place more weight on the back leg. I shift my weight forward. As I shift my weight forward, I drill up, Zuan, to about here. Okay, so what happens like go from here now is that I transfer the weight coming forward, so it kind of slides up, and from here this hand comes out, drills or threads out like go over the other hand, and you basically cut down with it. So both hands like go open out here, cutting down. Okay, so really slowly we have, let's say, like go from Santi-shur. Okay, you basically roll back, drill up, slide the leg forward, all the weight, let's say, should be on the left leg, and then P, chopping down. Okay, you do the same move like once again, rolling back, drilling forward, transferring, let's say, like the weight, sliding the foot up, and then stepping forward, P, chopping down. Okay, so the kind of the impact like area should be, let's say, either the cutting part of the hand or the downward part, or the kind of the inner part. Let's say like here you can hit, let's say, like under the chin, let's say, like with this particular movement. P like you can be also kind of like you're going forward and kind of splitting. You're actually cutting through, let's say, like something. But it can also, let's say, like be just the body moving forward, let's say, like splitting through, let's say, like someone's guard like as well. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like an axe coming up and chopping down. You can have, let's say, a little shorter, let's say, like a type of an arc, like so to speak. So the second fist after that like will be Zuan. So we have from Santi-shur, okay, from here you have, let's say, like go the wave out, wave in, wave out, grab the hand, grab, catch the fist, and you're stepping forward, and it's an uppercut strike. Okay, so once again, so from Santisher here, wave, coming forward, grab, drilling up, and you move forward with the foot. Okay, so once again, from here, waving out, grab, stepping forward, Xuan, uppercut strike. Okay, so this particular strike, you're going underneath the chin, let's say like go, or let's say like go to the kind of the sternum like go area. So P represents metal, splitting, force, chopping, fist. Okay, P Chuan. Xuan represents water. Okay, so you have, let's say like go water, let's say like go, or drilling. Drilling is the kind of the aspect like of water. Basically water can kind of like go get into any crevice or like go pass through like go nearly 90% of the objects like go in the world. So we're here once again. Santisher, wave out, grab the hand, stepping forward, Xuan, wave the hand out, grab, stepping forward, Xuan. Okay, so the next it says striking fist like go afterwards is Beng. Now Beng relates like go to kind of wood and to the liver as an element. P relates like go to, let's say like go the metal, which relates to the lungs. Xuan relates like go to water, which relates back like go to the kidneys like go, or the kind of the bladder. So any kind of water like go holding, let's say like go vessels like go in the body. So doing like go these particular like go forms or sets as well, they actually relate like go back like in Chinese medicinal theory to actually massaging the organs like go and actually like go let's say like go opening up the fascia around, let's say like go and opening, closing, opening, contracting the body, expansion, contraction. So P like go, if I was talking, let's say kind of like go medically like go speaking, what's going on, let's say like go from like go Santisher. So you're here, okay, this roll back, that's opening up, let's say like go the lungs. Okay, now as you roll forward, let's say like go one side, you're closing one other side of the lung. So here, watch. So you see there's more tension on this like go side. The fascia like go along here, etc., drilling up, coming forward. Now as we do P, splitting down, that side opens up here. So this is really kind of opening on, working on, let's say, opening up, let's say the intercostal muscles, the fascia like that goes along like with the ribs here, and also let's say opening up, let's say like with the upper, let's say like a part of the body as well. Now with Xuan, doing like with this particular, let's say like a maneuver here, watch like go the lower section of my back. What? This is lightly massaging or moving like go the area around like go the kidneys, and like go having like go to bring this down here and drill up. That is bringing chi like go down, let's say like go to this area, let's say like go along here, going into the back like with the kidneys areas, or let's say like go placing it like go upon the bladder. Okay, just around here. So that's when you are, let's say like go focusing, let's say like your chi, or you're able to feel chi moving in your body. This is what's like go kind of like go going on. This is kind of the explanations I've been kind of given around this. So the third one, and I won't kind of like go try and cover them all, because there's such, it would get to be a very big like go video like if I try to explain it all to you. But Beng, once again, like go from this position like go Santisher. Okay, you're nice and relaxed. You close like go both, let's say like go the fists. Now there's about 3 versions of Beng like go that I know or that I've been shown, but I'm just going to show the starting off version, okay? So we're here, close the fists, and basically from here you're stepping forward slightly, just like go like an inch step like go with the front leg, and then you're basically sliding up, let's say like with the back leg from there and smashing out. Okay, now this, where you should be aiming for, should be around, let's say like with the bread basket area or the liver, okay, or the spleen or the pancreas here. So from here, the next like a movement out, you open up. So you're basically going up and down in a straight line. Okay, smashing straight out, let's say like you're looking to break like whatever in front of you. So okay, so this particular let's say like go, if you're talking let's say like go with the way it let's say is opening up. So Beng relates like go to wood, which relates to the liver like on the spleen. The striking actually goes to the liver and spleen as well as a destructive let's say like go force. But what's actually happening is with this let's say like go drawing in opening, you're drawing in chi. So each time let's say like you kind of move forward, you're drawing in chi like go to this like go area here. Also the kind of the shake like that goes on with Beng Quan, it massages like the organs around like this area, opens them up. So if let's say like I'm here and I kind of like maybe exaggerate the shape like a little bit, see that? So here as well, let's see like the drawback, let's say like a hand coming to here, that's drawing the chi like go into the liver let's like area, and once again, so you have that open, close, open, close, open, close. So all that like all those maneuvers are opening and closing the fascia around here, the intercostal like muscles, the rib area. It's opening all of those things kind of up. I'll show you Pao Chuan, which means exploding fist, but I can only show it like from one angle, okay? So what you have, let's say like with Pao Chuan relates like to fire, which relates like back to the heart, and it's the technique, in the martial technique means exploding, okay? So San teacher, once again here. Now what you're doing is you're stepping off at a diagonal. I don't have like enough like a room let's say like to do it like completely, but I can do just one let's say like application of it, because you are basically looking like you're being shot out of a cannon, and Pao can mean like you're exploding like or kind of like your cannon let's say like your fist, okay? So from here you're stepping out like on a diagonal, drawing like the chi in with both hands down to here. Weight is on let's say like with the right leg, and then you're basically drilling up let's say with the left hand, and then pounding out let's say like with the right. So drilling up with the left and then pounding out with the right. So here, okay, so this drills up. So if I was just doing it from this direction here, so here you're basically, you stepped off like to this side, and I'm stepping out like to the diagonal. This drills up. And as you spring forward, you turn the wrist out like slightly, the forearm to here, and this pounds forward. But you have to coordinate it all at the same time. So you're here. Okay, so that's essentially like what Pao Chuan is. Like it's kind of a moving diagonally. So you're here. So you're blocking or kind of deflecting like along like with this side, pounding forward, let's say like with the other one, and you're aiming to the heart area or like the kind of the bread basket to disrupt, let's say like with the vagus nerve like or the xiphoid like process. So just to kind of explain that like a little bit, Pao Chuan, you're always starting off like with the strike going to the left hand side. Reason being, your heart is more to the left hand side like than the right hand side of your body. Okay, it's opening up like with that fascia along here, and that kind of, how would you say, shake or kind of fadging or whatever, that explosive like energy, it massages all of this area around here near the heart. So watch, once again, if I'm kind of exaggerating like with the strike, see that here, okay? And once again, from here, if you're going to the other side, so I turn my angle, drawing in the chi, turning off to the other side. Now I'm going off to the other diagonal. Here once again, so that's opening all the fascia along here, the lungs, and also driving out. Let's like go once again, okay? So that's a quick introduction, let's say, like to the moving postures like of Xing Quan. I did a video covering, let's say, like the static versions. I'll link that back like for you like once again, so you can have a look over it. The weather isn't great like with the film outside like today. There's kind of intermittent raining like etc. But that really does cover like the essentials, like the essential movements like so you have P, chopping down, Zuan, which is drilling up, Beng, which is crushing forward, and then like Beng in the cycle of, let's say, creation. So wood, out of wood you can get fire, okay? Beng is basically like here, let's say Pow is basically the diagonal version of it, like drilling up as well, and you're coming out of that direction, okay? So kind of, let's say, like Pow Chuan is basically born from Beng Chuan. Let's say like let's say Xuan Chuan is born from, let's say, like P Chuan. So you'll even see like in P Chuan, let's say, like the drilling up, this maneuver. That gives rise to Xuan, which is the next like in the cycle of creation. Let's say like water, obviously like leads to wood. The only way I can kind of like describe that is like that, let's say like let's say with Beng, Xuan is a moving up, let's say like you're still moving forward, but like you're basically, instead of going down a straight line and up, you're basically going straight in the middle. So there. So all of these, let's say like fists, they all are kind of related like to each other. There is a mutual cycle of creation like and destruction, and also like when you get like to kind of like the cycles of, let's say, interaction like so Wuxing Chuan, Duilian, which is the kind of the two paired forms. You basically have like each one of these like kind of striking sets like countered like by the other in the kind of the cycle of creation like and destruction. So it really does kind of almost like you get to be something akin to kind of paper, scissors, rock, but that's just how the system like was built. But like kind of describing the kind of the energies as well, let's say kind of force wise, vortex wise. P, you have splitting, so that's an upward to downward like a force. Let's say from let's say like Xuan, it's basically like from a downward to an upper. You're basically going from down up, like you're drilling up, okay? Beng is a vertical, straight, crushing movement moving forward. Pow is basically born off, let's say like that, because basically you're moving forward, but then your footwork is leading you to a diagonal angle. And then like the final fist, Hung Chuan, which is kind of a little more complicated to show you, and I just don't have the space. That is basically teaching, let's say, crossing force. So across like the horizontal like plane, this type of like a motion. So that's kind of pretty much like kind of some of the ideas in a nutshell. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Hope you have a good training like this weekend, and keep training, and if you want to send me any videos, please do.